time for one more video today. I am going to talk about the heart of a betrayer. I was reading the story in John where Jesus, he washes his disciples' feet. So he's washing the disciples' feet to symbolize that we must be washed with Jesus Christ, in Jesus Christ's blood, in order to be a part of Jesus Christ's family, right? In order to be a believer, in order to be a part of the family. So, Jesus already knows that Judas is going to betray him. But what triggered my thought on the story is, in order for Judas to be a disciple, he was chosen. He had this, he had something inside of him that Jesus saw, and he was chosen at first. He walked with Jesus. He ate with Jesus. But then he betrayed Jesus. So that lets you know that he had the heart of a betrayer all along. It just wasn't made out, and I don't know what triggered him to have a heart of the betrayer or to betray Jesus as he did, but all I'm saying is he had that kind of heart all along. Jesus knew that he was going to be betrayed by Judas. He knew who it was already. Same thing with Saul. Saul, was chosen to be king. God chose him. God's spirit was with Saul, and then all of a sudden the spirit of jealousy and the spirit of rebellion came over Saul, and God rejected him. God rejected his heart at that point. His heart was hardened. So all I'm saying is, in order to have a heart of a betrayer, in order to have a heart of rebellion, in order to have a heart that turns to evil, somewhere along the line, you either fell away from God, or you had no intention of staying to God at all, is all I can really think of. You may have came to Christ, everything was fine and dandy and spectacular, and then all of a sudden here comes the temptation of money and sex and drugs and all this, and that won over you. Or here comes, I'm jealous, of this person, or maybe Judas was jealous of Jesus. We don't know. But, maybe he saw that Jesus, he know that Jesus was chosen. Maybe he saw something or maybe he thought that he was going to get something out of that money that he received that he wasn't getting from Jesus. Obviously, he didn't do the work, he didn't continue to go in Jesus. He didn't continue to walk by Jesus. He fell away. He thought money was going to satisfy him. He thought money was going to give him everything that he thought he was missing when he was following Jesus. I mean, think about it. He was right there with Jesus. He walked with Jesus. He ate with Jesus. He saw Jesus perform miracles. I mean, and still he took money to betray Jesus, thinking that money was going to make him happy, give him the things that he thought he was missing. But then he ends up hanging himself anyway. So all I'm trying to say is, whatever you're trying to pull towards, or whatever you think is better than Christ or better than Jesus that you're trying to follow or that you're trying to do, it's not worth it, because you're going to end up tormented. You're going to end up unhappy and lost in life, thinking that money that you're trying to chase after, or that house, or those cars, or that lover, or whatever it might be, that alcohol, that weed, that boyfriend, whatever it might be that's taking you away from Christ, or that you think is going to be better than Christ, or that you fell away to. Just say you were in Christ and you fell away back into the world, thinking that was going to make you happy or successful or fulfilled. You're sadly mistaken. You're sadly mistaken, and you have the heart of a betrayer. You have betrayed Jesus. You have rebelled against Jesus. Not saying that you can't come back, because even Judas expressed remorse. He went back to the priest and he said, "You know what? here's your money back, you know, take it back. But the priest wouldn't take back the money because it had, you know, it was blood money now. Or was it I'm coming, babe, I'll come give you some more. It was considered as blood money now. And so they wouldn't even take it back. They used the money to purchase a graveyard or a gravesite. But all I'm saying is even Judas expressed remorse. You know, he did. Saul expressed remorse. He fell on his sword. He killed himself because I think he felt, I feel like he felt regretful that he chased after David, and it ended up in nothing but his torment, you know, at the end. So he went ahead and killed himself in the end and fell on his own sword. So all it's going to lead to is destruction, is what I'm trying to tell you. Anything that you guys think that you is going to make you happier than following Christ, because let's face it, when you come to Christ, you are going to have to go through some hard things. You're going to have to go through some struggles. You're going to have to go through times where you just feel like, I cannot do this anymore. I just feel like I need to go back to what I was doing because it was easier. But no, you've got to push through. And you've got to persevere in Christ. Because I'm telling you, all it's going to end up is in your detriment. It's going to end, and you're going to end up in torment, and you're going to lose your soul in the end of it. You're going to spend eternity in hell. You know, and is that worth it? Is that worth it? Because you had a moment of relapse, or a few moments of relapse, even if it's a year of relapse, whatever, or not relapse, but where you just fell, like everything is just not going your way. And so, you know, you've got to hold fast. You do, because I'm telling you, it's not going to be worth it. You're going to end up regretting it. You're going to end up regretting it. And when your soul is lost forever in hell, you can't go back to God. There's no turning back. You're where you ended up. You're in hell. You're lost forever. You're disconnected from the Father. Any pain, any regret, any sort of bad feeling, anything that you felt like you went through here on earth is going to be 1,000,000 times worse in hell. And then you're not going to be able to call on God anymore. You're not going to be able to call on your Father to help you. Nobody can help you because you chose where you wanted to be. And that's the sad reality of it. So we have to fight. We have to fight. We have to fight away betrayal. We have to fight away rebellion. We have to fight away anger. We have to fight away sin. And the only way that we're going to do it is through Jesus Christ. So we have to call upon God's grace and continue to push through. I love you guys. Hope you guys have a good day. Bye.